just being straight is so boring. You could be bi and you could have so much more fun, more options, more interest.
I already don't have options.
Your books.
I don't need to be rejected more. Okay. Imagine like being like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll try it. Right. After like years of being a straight man,
sure.
You get rejected by the first gay guy. No, I don't need. You don't. We don't need more. What's that? What's the ESPN network thing?
Shit, I thought of Fox.
Is there like an ending tone to that, or does it just keep going till they cut it?
I don't even know what the fuck you were singing.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't that ESPN or like?
You played Madden once. Relax.
Isn't that it? Isn't that it?
I don't know.
You played Madden one time, dude.
All I know is Fox. What's that? Fucking.
I don't know. I didn't know Fox had one. Nah, that's NFL.
That is NFL.
Yeah, that's NFL.
You know, maybe I went full tizzy and I just combined that with something else and I don't know what.
Can't go what you are.
I have no idea.
You never go full tizzy.
Unless you already are. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Oh wait, that's right.
Hey yo.
Clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Again.
Ultra vest. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm in a big old fog haze. Head fog, head haze. Head fog.
Oh, you're good. Or mind fog, whatever.
And I'm about to make it hazier. Woo. But yeah. Hi, welcome to the podcast. My name is Lee Cyrus. Baby Lee.
Who calls you that?
I was gonna say baby bitch. But then I realized,
yeah, they call you.
we're on TikTok, as you guys may know by now.
Yeah.
If you don't, follow us down below, all the links, everything like that. I have work contacts on my phone, like everybody that normally would, coworkers, whatever. But I help run a business and stuff like that. So I have customers. I have customer phone numbers. So
you could disconnect that so that people can find you.
I saw my customers' TikToks on my TikTok feed. So my concern now is if I ever post anything with this one, because the one TikTok that we have up, the new one, is me talking about cruising culture.
just remove the contact thing. You could do it in the settings, in the privacy settings.
I thought I had like not approved that. That's why. So I was like, why am I seeing?
Well, you can see others if they didn't approve it, but they won't see
mine if I don't have it approved.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why I was like, if I'm seeing theirs, are they seeing mine? Because why am I seeing this Laker wife's?
Bro, I have my boss's.
TikToks.
I have my boss's phone numbers.
We have a Laker wife. I mean, he's an ex-Laker, but he was also a coach after being a Laker. So
Bill Jackson?
No, but kinda. But super cool because of that connection. We saw a jersey that was signed from a bunch. I saw Shaquille O'Neal's signature.
Was Kobe's signature on it?
I saw somebody else's signature. I forgot who, but it was a gift for Kobe Bryant before he passed. Yeah, cute. I saw a jersey that was gonna be gifted to him. It was for a birthday, and
today's his birthday.
My parents really today? Wow, it's funny that I bring that up.
Really?
Is it really today?
Mm-hmm.
Cap.
Oh.
No, I saw people like doing, or it was either today or yesterday, but they were talking about it.
Are you sure it's tomorrow?
Well, he's checking. That's Steve, by the way, Ninja B. He's, the guy with the septum piercing and the most in the mooses.
Oh, yeah.
It's today. Happy birthday, Kobe.
Happy birthday, Kobe.
That's Rich Scorpion.
Here comes the censorship again. Anyway.
MK. Oh,
that was an E.
Wait, how do you do a K? Like that?
It's like
that?
That's an F.
That's an F.
Wait, isn't an F like that?
I don't know, dude.
It's like that. It's like this finger's downwards or some shit like that. supposed to be like the other way. I don't
I'm
know.
down.
I can't do it like that. I can't do K's.
Words.
I can do other letters, but I can do K's.
Can you tell which one of us grew up in LA? Or
We-
better yet, the ghetto part of LA.
Oh, I say. Well, yeah, he was more than me.
Okay,
we should we should all learn ASL. It's a very good skill to have.
Sure.
I'd like to learn ASL. But speaking of birthdays, this weekend's my mom's birthday, so that should be fun.
Yeah. Oh,
fun.
really? Wait, when?
Yeah. Saturday.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, Saturday.
Maria's is on Sunday, so happy birthday if you listen.
Oh, cute, dude.
Oh,
birthday
yeah.
week.
Birthday weekends.
So yeah, it's funny though because I found out this Saturday because I'm of course it's a birthday, so I'm having to look up flowers and gifts and stuff. So apparently Saturday is national. It's Women's Equality Day apparently. So celebrating the equality of women. So I was like, oh, power to my mom.
Equal rights, equal fights.
I have a fucking coworker.
Yeah.
I have a coworker, and at work, like obviously, like we have TVs and shit, and some of them are a little heavy. So what's it called? She comes and asks us, and sometimes we're busy, and I like to joke around with her, so I'll be like, "Hey, what happened to equal rights? I thought shouldn't you be able to lift it on your own?" And she's like, "I don't believe in that shit. As long as it makes my life easier, like I don't believe in it." And I'm just like, fair enough. All right, cool.
Hey,
That's women who say power to the pussy because they know that shit will make men do whatever they want.
as long as she's aware, fuck it. As long as she's proud and she rolls with it, that's good. Power to the pussy. I'm all for it. Yeah, so it's my mom's birthday. So I ordered her a tote bag, and it's like
Cute.
90 Y2K themed, and I think it's Happy Smiley Mind or something like it's like a denim bag, and it has like a funky writing, and I think it says Happy Smiley Mind or Happy Bright Mind. It's very my mom. It's very like bubbly and big or whatever. So
Colorful?
Y2K, the style, 2000, the year 2000.
Also, wasn't there people who like blew their brains out because they thought the world's ending?
Yeah, I thought that was just a world ending
What
thing.
the
I didn't know that was a style.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's a style.
Y2K was that fucking when all the giant EMP was supposed to hit Earth.
Well, no, I knew that not even the EMP. It was just that the computers are going to crash because it was heading into like a new millennia. So people were like, "What's going to happen? We don't know. They're just going to die." But no,
people die.
but it's a style. It's a style. Y2K style, like 90s,
Some
80s.
people are
Y2K.
still very thinking that the world
That's a thing.
blew up.
True.
I'm looking this
But-
Y2K style.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's a thing.
It is a thing. I know what it is now. I get it.
I guess it's just
Yeah.
called that because of the year 2000 then?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just it's cute.
Got
it's cute to say.
it.
It's the mom
Yeah.
jeans era.
I'm gonna call
Exactly.
it the Spice Girls look.
Yeah,
Spice
that
Girls.
works.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a pussycat doll era.
So think of like those like kind of like bags. They're kind of big. They're kind of like chunky-ish.
Like
but
brats.
it's all denim, and it has
Cute.
it's like embroidered, stitched in
Yeah.
like flowers and stuff. And I was
Cool.
like, perfect.
Cute.
That's cute.
So I got that, and then gonna spend like. Luckily, my half with my brother, but it's like close to $70 on some fucking flowers. I swear to God, I love this woman. I don't
You're
like
ordering
I
them?
don't-
Like a big ass.
Yeah,
bouquet.
That's why.
not even big. No, that's not even big. It's good.
No.
They're all sunflowers, all of them.
And they come
because
in a
she
vase.
Loves them, and it's in a vase.
That's
yes,
why.
exactly.
Okay,
The
So
vase is like an
it's-
extra $20.
Yeah, so it's 10 minutes away from the last job on Saturday. So Mikey and I are just gonna swoop. Mikey's my brother. We're gonna swoop around and pick it up on the way home because we're going there earlier. Because what's gonna happen is we're gonna go to. So this past weekend was supposed to be a family get together at my cousin's pool because she lives in Newport. Maybe. Hi. I'm like, would she ever watch this? Maybe. But yeah, she lives out there in Newport, and they have a pool. They're like one of the family members has like this big old pool and everything. And when we got there, they were like the benches on the lounge chairs were on the outside, but like there's like a lounge step area that is just like right below the first step, so you can kind of just lie down in the water and it's like solid ground, and then it's just like actual open like deep end pool. So it's really nice. So we were like, oh my god,
Very
get
cool.
some lounge chairs to sit in the water, so you could just sit on the lounge chair and have like this nice. So I'm hoping she has those. I'm hoping she did it because that shit was be awesome. But
Cool.
that was supposed to happen last weekend, but Hillary, so did not happen. By the way, we're not drowning.
Yay!
Oh.
So
Honestly,
Yeah,
not,
but some part I think like in Tarzana or like the Sherman Oaks
Palm
area,
though,
like
bro.
no.
Oh,
Well,
like
besides
closer
that,
to us?
Yeah, closer to
Yeah.
Rich and I side, like
Oh.
a big chunk of the street, like fucking collapsed
Oh
or ripped
yes,
off.
yeah.
Oh,
On one
flash
of the-
floods are crazy,
On
bro.
one of the
Flash
main,
floods will
it
make
was,
shit happen.
yeah, it was one of the main streets too. So like the reporter was just recording and it had happened, and he like you see him step back, he's like, holy shit.
Like, oh my god, that's cool. I mean, that's not cool that it happened, and if anyone was affected heavily by it, but it's cool to see stuff like that happen.
I almost
live,
crashed the car.
just to see it. Oh,
Why?
you went driving?
Yeah,
I went to the
was-
gym, and then it was fine. No, well, it was fine when I went.
He said, "Hillary, who?
It was fine. When
Duff? Let the rain fall down."
no, but I hopped on the 101 on the no, I hopped on the 5
I'm gonna hop on you.
for 5 seconds.
That's all it takes. That's all it
takes,
takes, baby. That's all we need to do.
What's it called? And yeah, no, like I hopped on the 5, and as I was like coming out on the ramp, like I wasn't even driving fast, which is the worst part. But I mean, there was enough oil on the floor because it's obviously fresh rain.
Right.
That like my car skid out, like where like it wasn't like you feel it shaking and goes. No, it like this bitch literally went like this. Like out, and like all I did was like hit the brake slowly and then hold the wheel, because what stupid ass people do is hit the brake fast and try to turn it, and that's why they slide.
Yeah,
you're supposed to let it slow and then traction itself back in, and then kind of rotate back in. Luckily there was no cars, obviously, but yeah, I was like I hit 45 or 50 on the way back home. I was like, fuck this, and I was in the middle lane. I didn't switch lanes until I needed to.
I texted him because I was like, hey, are we playing today? I figured, oh, he's rational. He won't go out
He's
because
gonna stay home. He's just gonna work
probably
out
like
at home
just
or
doing something at
something.
home. Blah, blah blah. I was like, let's see if he wants to play. Yeah, I'll be home from the gym in like 2 hours. I'm like,
He's like,
fuck.
he's like, babe, I need the pump. I need the pump. Steve's addicted.
That's what I call Richard. I'm like, babe, I need the pump.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's why I said it.
Richard sends me dick pic emojis.
You guys are homosexuals for each other.
No,
homosexuals.
Excuse me. Add an I.
I.
Well, I mean, because homosexual.
Oh shit!
Remove the extra O and put the I in the E.
Yeah, replace the O with the IE.
Can you tell we went to public school? Anyway.
I mean, I was explaining it.
Oh my bad. He went to the Joe Biden one. Oh my bad.
Wait, I knew what I was spelling. You're the one who went to the charter school, Mister. My school had money, not enough for education.
Hey, dude, I went. I didn't do good.
I had my first panic attack on the same day that Joe Biden was visiting on my senior year, and my principal looked at me. She was like, "What are you doing? What's going on?" As they were practicing, like, for some performance. And I was like, "I don't know." And then I was explaining to her. She's like, "Okay, just go." I was like, "What the fuck?"
You don't get to meet Joe Biden. You're weird.
No, not even that. Though. Like, obviously, not everyone was allowed to meet him. Only like
the scholars, like the super top class, probably.
Kind of. So my school had a lot of like not really exchange students. We used to have that, but then it became just like foreign visitors from schools that like Joe Biden was doing some shit with China, basically. So China had like a school under our same name with the same logo in some province of China. So they had students from that school come over here, and then students from our school, I think. Yeah, it was still like kind of like foreign exchange, but not really. It was kind of like I don't know. I couldn't really remember what it was like. But on the last one, we kind of had one every year. Then the very last one, we had like just they're pretty chill, some chill kids, and then they were gonna leave, but then they came back, and we were like, "What's going on?" So it turns out Joe Biden wanted to come by, so they were like, China was like, "Stay for the white man."
Bro, you unlocked some memories right now, because I was like, foreign exchange students. I remember those, and then I remember one specifically. I can't remember his name, but it was some white blonde kid from Europe. I think he was from Ukraine. I could be
high
wrong.
school.
Yeah, in high school.
I was gonna say for you, I would expect high school, where considering where you went for a bit there.
So,
yeah, that makes sense.
So
he was white and blonde. You were saying
like from Ukraine, Germany area. I don't remember. I literally don't. He wasn't bad looking.
Oh, because it's around his corner.
Yeah. And he had that like accent to him where it's just like he spoke English obviously, but it was like pretty heavy. But Anyway, he was in theater, and that year they did fucking the Nightmare Before Christmas for their winter play.
Cute.
Yeah, and he was in it, and he was Igor, the what's it called?
The mad scientist,
the helper to the mad scientist. Well, I don't think he's canon to the actual movie.
No, he's not, right? Because I've never seen.
No,
Igor,
he's like I don't know if they just added him for it or if they just like went off on something different. Anyway, he stole the show, bro. He was funny as fuck. He was just charming as shit, and I was just like, damn, he's getting all the pussy for sure.
All the bitches.
Yeah.
Damn, I should have been in theater.
I should have went to Mexico.
Backstage is always fun.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
If you're in the backstage class, there's kids sucking and fucking and doing drugs in the back.
Slurp, slurp. Snort.
In mine, because we had the big ass. We had the big ass theater, and then next to that is like a dance studio, and it's literally all just mirrors. And that was like the place where people would go and hide out. We know. But on top of that, there was also this getting a little spoopy, a little early, but whatever. There was this rumor that back in the day in the school, on top of the theater, they have like this catwalk where they put the lights and shit like that. But it's just a crawl space. Like it's not enough space to actually stand up. We
don't need to stand up for what we're gonna do, baby.
But anyway. Apparently, there was this girl. I forget her name. I don't even know if it's true. She was in there. She was adjusting one of the lights. Accident happened. Supposedly fell. Her neck got caught in the wires and died.
She insta.
Right. That's the urban legend, right? I don't think there's any actual record of it happening. But the whole thing is that after school, like, you know, when everybody's gone, and usually it's like the kids that are either in theater or like something that have to stay like till like 9 o'clock, 10, 11 sometimes to practice or whatever the fuck, they would go into the dance studio so that they could talk to her, or at least like try to summon her or some shit.
It's like the kids who used to do Bloody Mary in the school bathroom.
Basically, but instead you go into this room, and again, it's all mirrors. So you're literally just in there pitch black, and you're trying to supposedly like talk to her or some shit.
Spawner.
Yeah. I remember just a bunch of people like saying this shit, and that they would go into the theater room, all the lights out, because you could control the lights. Like basically all the kids just kept fucking around in there, and supposedly like a bunch of them had seen shit. I did it once, I'm not gonna fucking lie, where we went into the mirror room and we just stood there again.
And he hit out with somebody, and he was like, "Say her name," and she was like, "Hanging Hannah, Hanging Hannah." And he was like,
"Anyway."
She was like, "Ugh."
Anyway, I didn't hear shit. Supposedly somebody heard something, and everybody just booked it, and I was just like, "Okay."
You became San Marsh's dad with the ectoplasm.
Basically, if you wanna say that, but. What's it called? Yeah, I don't know. You just reminded me of that shit, so I don't know. It was funny.
You had ghost stories?
I had a small little ghost story that for me was nothing, but apparently everybody's like, she's real.
Two dudes got caught sucking each other's dicks in my school.
Oh wait, I think you remember.
I told you that. Yeah, the football coach.
Yeah.
He caught them in a little crevice area.
He brought it up on the podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think I have. He brought them in. He brought them out.
I didn't even know that I wasn't muted for.
No, not for the whole thing. Just now.
Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I must have. I
think when you slapped it.
And he was like. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He disrespected a bit when
I feel like I would have remembered that, but when he said coach, I was like, they caught the coach.
No.
Oh my god.
The coach caught two dudes.
He did the two gay guys who were like outly gay.
Oh, that's not as spicy.
Well, I mean, they weren't dating. They like hated each other. And then he found one like fucking basically like hanging up against the wall, like because there's like a two wall like that. So he was like this on the wall. He was like leaning up against the wall. So when he walked in, it was just straight dude on his knees bobbing like, and the other dude just like this. So he was like, you guys like, what the fuck? And he
I was
was
gonna
like, yo.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like every out gay or just any gay kid, most gay kids weren't like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the gay kids in my school, I wasn't really cool with. I was cool with maybe like sort of cool with two of them, and then just didn't bother talking to the other two, or other one. I'm trying to think how many gay kids there were in my school when I was out. I think, well, not out, but like it was kind of one of those things where nobody was truly out, but everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
And every now and then somebody would ask, like, it would be me, or it'd usually be me at that point, because everybody, the older ones, they were older grade, and people just didn't give a shit in their grades, so, but they like took it out on like the younger classmates. So it was my friend Alex, but Alex was a bitch. Alex was a bitch for no fucking reason and a hard ass. So whenever somebody would say something, he would like just trying to fuck him up. And it was like, okay. So then it just came down to me, and I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. So with that being said, Alex was an asshole. And then there was the other guy who was the other two upperclassmen, and they were also like bitchy. And I was like, it's okay, it's not my thing. I'm just not down. Like whatever. I just sort of hang out with Alex, and then I hang out with the other classmen, kind of, because we have the same class. Fast forward, and I just feel like it kind of happens when a bunch of gay dudes just go out. Think about like when like what dudes or people would imagine what a stereotypical girls' night out, like dancing and stuff with only girls, would happen. Some of them get really drunk, and then somebody ends up just kissing each other. Yeah, that kind of just happens. Everybody just ended up starting making out with each other on the dance floor, and I was like, oh, okay. So I ended up making out with my friend, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, honestly, bound to happen. Interesting that it happened at Hamburger Mary's in Long Beach. Check it out, it's pretty good. They do a lot of lesbian nights if you are of that variety. Yeah, they used to do a lot of lesbian nights in WeHo, but not anymore. They like had to cancel it because there's too many guys. So many guys. So many of us just overrunning it.
Question, and I don't mean this any offensive to anybody, but I'm just
Ignorant.
wondering. Like, no, okay, because for guys,
Curious.
and I've heard this a bunch of times from a bunch of different guys, so I know it's true for most heterosexual men, where we have that fantasy where we're that one lesbian's like, I'm a lesbian, but for you,
I'll do it.
is that the reverse case for gay guys?
I guess it's kind of like, not to make it like fucked up or to like bring it down a little bit, but I feel like that's kind of what it is for some gay dudes when it comes to trans men, because it's a lot of like there's bi erasure in the community. Like people don't really believe in bisexual men. It's just like, oh, just say you're gay. Like that's bullshit. Just because they had that kind of moment. Like when I was younger, I was kind of like that, because when I was younger, before coming out, I would say that I was bi, and then I like devolved, or not devolved, grew into my own, and I realized that I was gay.
You devolved into your sins.
Devolved into a gay boy. It's terrible. I should have stayed bi, dude. I should have rolled with that and like made it work, because it could have been greedy.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So even after that, I had the mentality or the opinion of like, yeah, bi isn't like real. Like it's just like it's like a resting point before you go full gay. Now, not anymore. That was like me in high school.
What do you know?
So what am I now? Oh, I don't really give a shit. If I meet someone, I'm gonna assume that they're bisexual. That just feels funner, and it feels like less assumption. Like you're not really assuming too hardcore, because it's like, you don't know shit. If somebody doesn't know me or hear me talk, and I'm just walking down the street, I don't think I give off gay. Like, does this look gay? No, this looks tired and high. That's what it looks like, because it is.
Oh,
very.
Oh,
so that's why it's kind of like, I'm just gonna assume that everybody's bi, so fuck it, because who wants to just be straight except for these guys?
okay. Dope.
Gross.
What do you mean? Women are beautiful.
Women are beautiful, but just being straight is so boring. You could be bi, and you could have so much more fun, more options, more interest.
I already don't have options.
Your books.
I don't need to be
Your books?
rejected more. Okay.
Your books. Right now, you guys are the main characters of a heterosexual book, but then your books
Listen.
could get a little colored strip on it, and then it's like, oh, what is this one about?
Imagine like being like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll try it. Right after like years of being a straight man,
Sure.
and you get rejected by the first gay guy. No,
Oh,
I don't need. You don't. We don't need more.
Oh,
I would
I didn't
find
even
so
think
much.
about it like that.
I would find so much offense if these guys didn't try to like talk to me about that. Not to hit on me. I mean, I
I
would
was
be
gonna
slightly
be
offended
like-
if they didn't hit on me. I'm just saying. But it'd be slightly offended if they were like, "So Lee, this is what's going on." I'd be like, "Oh."
How do you think our conversation would go? Like, what would you think?
What would
do
you
think
do if one of us came out as at least bi?
I mean, Steve, I would be like more understandable of it. Not even understandable is the word, just more like, okay.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, I feel like you would see like the mentality of like, yeah, more fun, you know, or like just something different. Like, I feel like you're more open to stuff, like new stuff.
I'm
pretty
optimistic.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're so. And for Richard, I think I would be like almost like completely shocked. I'd be like, who is his name? I just assume there is someone.
Like
There's someone
somebody
there.
that had to have converted me or some shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
okay.
someone had to like,
religion.
that's what you do. Yeah, but 100% for sure.
Okay, awaken. You get the idea, because it's
Okay,
just like for some
awaken,
people,
yes.
maybe that
Use
is
the
just
right
like,
words. People get
I
offended
don't-
by these.
Right.
My
No,
bad.
it's true. But yeah, no, I would be completely shocked. I legit would be like, who is he? What's his name? How'd you meet him? What's he like? Not me. Fuck you. But tell me more.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's exactly. Okay. Well, if it's not gonna be exactly Ryan Reynolds, but if it was someone like 99.9% like close to being Ryan Reynolds, the only difference is obviously the face or some shit like that.
The
I
wolf?
would be so fucking pissed and jelly and so fucking petty and be like, what do you have that I don't?
Oh my
bitch? God damn it. What the fuck? I'm just
Whip
so
side
petty. Oh my god. He's like, oh, that's true. Never mind. The musical
this.
talent and the whole ass fucking I forgot about that. Damn.
God
Damn.
damn it, man.
I got
It's a
hit with
baseball bat.
I got hit with a realization pill right now. And it was the
so
size of a
fucking
sausage.
Listen,
Yeah, that would be surprising. That would be very surprising for Richard. For Steve, like I said, I'd be a little bit more like, okay, why? Like, I think I would roll with it more in like a breath in and like, okay,
Do I need to be more hetero? Is that what you're saying?
so what's up? No, I think it's because you're so hetero that that avenue is even a
I was
possibility.
gonna say no. Like, what does that mean? Like
What do you
to
mean,
be more
hetero?
hetero?
You're just. I think what he means is
Just
like
be
it's
like
just,
one of those
you're just
frat
more assured
dudes?
of your sex. No, you're just more assured of your sexuality. Like you know that what you like is what you like, and that's just like the bottom line.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's for Steve. It's kind of like the full package, almost like the whole like identity of Steve, but also throwing in like the whole fact, like I'm not gonna blast Steve on here, but we've talked a decent amount about like our own stuff with each other. So knowing Steve, like I know Steve, and knowing the stuff that he has gone into and is into, then I'm like, all right, I can hear that bed squeaking. So
My bed don't squeak.
not yet.
You've been on it. It don't squeak at all.
Not yet.
I know that's not.
Guys, he
accurate,
slept on
sure.
this. He slept right there on this half.
Hey, I did too.
And yeah, both of y'all slept on that's both of you. Both these motherfuckers sleep on the exact same side I sleep. So it's such a bitch because when I have to like share my bed with them, I have to sleep on the opposite side, and I'm so like just out of function of it.
The first time
On
that
your
I
right side
stayed
of
there, he told me to get undressed. Number one, not lying.
Of course, I said I was like
number
I was
two.
like, what are you doing? Because he like tried to sleep with all his clothes on. I was
Oh,
like,
I did.
I was like, I know you don't sleep with jeans on. I was like, go ahead and get undressed. I was like, get comfy. Like, go ahead. Like,
And
it's
then
mi casa,
number
su casa.
two, he pulled the sheets up very, very gentlemanlike, but it was that side, his side. So I was just like, just full collapse on the
I
bed.
literally
Oh,
looked
God.
at him and I was like, "Are you fuck?" I was like, "I guess I'll sleep on the fucking other side."
I mean, I assumed that was like were you my beach?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, sir.
Oh my
yeah, like-
god.
Like when you guys slept over, I've always, like I just this is just a general concept of like how I was raised. Is like my house is your house. Like
Yeah.
you are more than
Oh,
welcome.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
make yourself comfortable. If that's the place you sleep, I will accommodate to that,
Yeah.
and you can sleep there.
I don't recall when I got into his bed.
Yeah, because I carried you.
I guess so. And then
I
I'll
took his shoes off.
Yeah.
I was like, I took his shoes off, and I was like, yo, take your jeans off because I'm not taking them off for you.
He's like, babe, let me take care of you. And he takes off his glasses.
Here's the funny part.
He got the makeup remover and took off his makeup. He took off his eyelashes. He took off his heels.
Hey, I've done that for people, so
I know. That's why I'm saying. He did that for Richard. The only difference was Richard was like, you won't have this me tonight, hussy. And he kept his pants on.
Here's the thing. His bitch ass was like so drunk and out of it that he was like, huh? He's like, yeah. And he took him off and he just turns around, not facing this way, not facing that way. He faces that way on the side I sleep. So I'm like, I guess I'll sleep on the floor. So I like passed out on the floor. I passed out on the floor and I was just like, fuck it. I grabbed the pillow. I was like, I'll knock out on the floor. My dad came in to make sure that, because I guess I had told him like, oh, I'm just gonna like help him get in my bed and I'll be back out. Like, I'll be right back out with you guys. 15, 20 minutes later, he's like, where the fuck is my kid? Comes in, sees me on the floor, sees Richard pass out, and he was like, oh, he moved. He's like, go ahead, he's like, make yourself comfy. I was like, yes. And I literally got in bed and I was like,
don't lie. You know your dad walked in and all he saw was just Richard bouncing up and down. Then he was like, yeah. And then his head popped up. He was like, Papa.
Yeah.
And then and then it said to be continued in the credits roll.
The ejaculation put on the like splatter and like created the worm.
So fucking Tommy Bouncing. God damn. I could see us in a Seinfeld.
But I swear I didn't take off my pants because I remember waking up with my jeans on, and I was just like, "Where are my shoes?"
Yeah, I had told you, but you were like, "No." I was like, "Okay." Like you had started, and you're like, "No." I was like, and I even told him, I was like, "Do you want sweats?" I was like, "I'll give you a pair of sweats or some shorts." Like, it's cool with me.
I didn't take.
But I woke up and he was like on his phone.
Really quick,
was like,
I had a thought too because you were just like, you're like, "Oh, he took off his makeup or whatever the fuck," you know, being jokey.
Mm-hmm.
This is just saying I kind of want to try eyeliner. I'm saying it.
What?
I kind of want to try eyeliner.
Oh, you want to try eyeliner?
I want to go for like a gothy look.
Tried eyeliner.
I think I did once. I don't recall it.
Oh yeah, do it. I mean, what the fuck?
One of my friends in the gym told me I should paint my nails.
Yeah, you could do that.
I thought of it too, but
yeah, you both could do that. I don't see why both of you haven't done that yet.
I feel like it's too. It's just I don't know.
I feel okay. Personally, I feel at this point it's just like
once I go, I'll never
you
come
either
back.
do it because that's how you feel or whatever the fuck, right? Or you do it because it's a trend at this point, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I don't want people to think I'm just trying to be a trend. I don't know.
I mean
I
think
our piercings are trends. Our tattoos are trends.
That's what I was gonna say. That I feel like I would just like roll with oh my god, looking you at the blank eye, like blah blah blah, or something that's like a trend or whatever. Because most of the time, sometimes you get someone. That's why where anyone is always tripped out by it. Because there's always that one person in somebody's life that will call you out for it a little bit, and then it's like, yeah, like that's usually my response.
We all have that one common friend who would call us all out on this.
I don't know.
Me either.
We went to San Diego with him.
Yeah,
he would call it out like automatically.
Yeah, I think the difference with that friend though, I don't really care. Like if you were to look at me like, what's up with your insert appearance here? Be like, no, what's up with your attitude? What the fuck? I look cute, don't I? Like that's what it wrote, because I remember one time I wore glasses to like an event or something when we were going out, and I forgot which one of them said something, and then our friend looked at me and she was like, really? I was like, yeah, but I look cute, don't I? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, see, that's my point.
I'll admit it was me.
Yeah, I was like, I look cute, so fuck it.
It was you?
Like,
yeah, it was me.
Wait, how many
my handicap is not your fashion.
We had no soju bottles.
I don't care.
Oh, we were sober?
No, we weren't. We were drinking. We weren't drunk. We were plastic.
We weren't drunk. I was gonna say we weren't buzzed. Well, if anything, maybe a little.
I think we hadn't eaten that whole day.
No, yeah, we were getting there. But
like disability is not a trend.
That's what I was like. I mean, I look cute, so like that's what I usually roll with. Like even if it's a trend, if I'm like wearing it or using it, it's because I like it.
Yeah, I mean that should go for like anybody or anything. It's like if you like something, if you like something and you think you look good in it, rock the shit out of it.
Yeah, so that's
I would not wear
like,
just the way I do in general if I wasn't confident that I like the way I look in it.
Right. That's why I was like, when Richard's like, I think I want to do eyeliner. I'm like, don't do it. Like when you go like on a gig or something, I assume that that's part of like your something that you do kind of like.
Emo cumbia player.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not about to be looking like fucking, what's it called? The drummer from Maná. Like, fuck that.
Eyeliner or eyeshadow?
Eyeliner.
How thick is your? How thick is it? A black underline isn't that big. It's not,
I don't know.
Noticeable.
I don't know because I was
gonna say it's not that noticeable.
I don't know enough about makeup to know the difference realistically, and also I just.
What do you mean? That's
all
like
I mean is just I just kind of want to see what it look like. Like with a with a like a goth, not goth, maybe kind of goth, emo-ish style. You know, like that look.
Well,
I just want to see what it look like.
You dress rocker. Like rocker emo.
That's why I was like, bro, if you had a pencil right now, I tell you to do it for the podcast.
No, he'd poke his eye.
No,
well, not a lip.
Doing it.
Not an actual pencil.
Like if you had like if you had like a fucking like actual makeup pencil.
Do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
He held up a fucking Sharpie for audio only listeners. Jesus Christ.
You should do it.
Don't put fucking Sharpie on your tier.
Put it like this.
Line.
If you like it, it's there. If you don't, then it's there.
If you like it, at least you'll be blind, and then you can't even tell if it looks good or bad. You just go off of whatever the fuck we say or whoever you trust.
Already blind, handicap.
He wears glasses. And that's it. Because I need them. But yeah, no, I think you'd look fine. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah, I feel like it's not like, again, I don't think it's gonna be like super noticeable if you're not like putting it and then like bleeding into your like lower lid for whatever reason, like making it like almost like a fucking like I guess like a raccoon. I was thinking more like just a block, like a black rectangle of just like eyeliner.
Yeah, I'm not like Kiss, you know, like the band.
Yeah,
nothing like that.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I see you wearing that. Yeah. You know, that works. As for the nail polish, I feel like almost everybody does that anyways.
Yeah, I think the most the most I guess you could say like nail polish I do is like when I go get like manicures. They asked me if I want clear. I was like, yeah, I want clear. Put that shit on. Like, my shit's shiny. What you mean?
Well, yeah, it's also good for your nails too, the clear or like some type of shit. You can see it.
I'll be looking at that shit. I'm like,
nice and pretty.
I'm like, hey, these hoes shiny. I'll be like that with my camera, like, aha.
Yeah.
Like the girls, like that.
It's so pretty.
They do this.
Yeah.
And then when they do it for the gram, it's just like when they're trying to show them off, they're just like,
oh yeah. But when it's just them, they're like, got the new nails.
Ladies, is it gay if your man shows off his manicure to the homies?
No.
Find out.
Hell no.
Find out tonight.
I think anybody
from a friend.
I think anybody would be happy to know that they're getting fingered by clean hands and not some dirty like fucking grubby ass dirt under your nails. I think that's true. like some there are some people who are like don't give a fuck. Be out in a club, hands looking all grimy as shit because of like work, and then end of the night they're like this on somebody, and it's like, come on, bro, like, and you don't care. So it's like, yo, if your dude does his nails, takes care of his hands, keep him.
I feel like if I'm sober, if I'm sober enough to kind of be aware of like, because like obviously if I'm gonna, well, not of my surroundings, but like if I'm going to hook up with someone, if I'm going back to someone's place or something, because I, you know, in the gay community, somebody has to be like, okay, let me freshen up or whatever, just to kind of get things ready. For the most part, if I'm sober enough to like look, I feel like it would trip me out if I'm the one that's having to freshen up and they're not like, they don't look
washing
like
their hands.
Yeah, wash their hands or like kind of giving something a little once over just real quick. Like I get in the heat of the moment, we're drunk as shit, like at somewhere, like we were just like stumbling into someplace. Like, yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. We're just going for it. But if there's like some like level of like pacing, if you're not like cleaning up or getting ready to a certain extent, like the bare minimum, like that's gross. That's kind of gross. Not gonna lie. Like now I'm thinking about that, like people's grimy ass hands just going in there. It's like, oh my god.
We just talked about in the last episode some dudes don't fucking wash their hands when they pee. Like
that's true.
Like come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever gone to like a meetup or anything like that and been grimy. No, I've always washed my hands and cleaned everything that needs to be cleaned. I think it also has to do with just with like even if I've taken a shower. Yeah.
Common courtesy.
Oh yeah.
Like anybody you've ever hooked up with, I'm sure, like, or just in general, like all of us or anybody, like I'm sure you're like, all right, hold up, I'll be there. Let me wash it up real quick. Let me shower. Like, you know, I'm trying to have stank dick like in somebody. True. Like, no, you know.
True that.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people, men and women, who are like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm here to get smashed. You'll shit my stink and that's on you. And it's like, it's a fucking lie for both sides that you don't know that your shit doesn't stink.
I don't give a fuck.
Both sides know that shit.
Question for both of you, because apparently
not
yourself.
Answer.
Because apparently not everybody knows. Do you guys use talcum powder if you're like down there? You know, like if you're fucking like sweating.
Every now and then I will
talcum powder. To help like not like chafe and shit. People do it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Every now and then I will, because if like what did we do? I think when we go out sometimes, like if I've had like a day and I haven't just been chilling at home and then I go out with you guys, then that kind of happens every now and then. So
irritation.
Yeah. So the next day I will, depending if, you know, it's needed, but I've done it for every now and then. Not like, I think the last time I did was like a couple months ago though, like 3 months.
I was just,
I was like, I don't. I have body lotion, so I lotion up everything.
I mean that.
Yeah.
That doesn't have much to do with like what it's for, because the whole thing is like you're sweating, right? And it's just like people get sweaty balls, men.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
You know, people use the powder.
Gashy.
Okay, but the whole point is so that, you know, first of all, it's for, I guess, like shock itch more than anything for some people. Mm-hmm. Like it could lead to that. But also, it's just really fucking uncomfortable for some people. I don't often use. Actually, I don't really at all. Like, I haven't used it.
I was gonna say, I feel like you and me make more sense than Steve. Me for sure makes the most sense out of all of us because of like, I'm a big boy. For those of you that have not seen this fluffy face, your loss. Yeah, I think it's like kind of needed for me because there's, you know, chafing happens. I like when I walk normally, my thighs are hefty motherfuckers and they rub, they like to high five. So it's gonna happen, you know? So like I go through underwear pretty semi regularly because of that reason. It's always that area is always the first to go. Is that kind of area because the fabric gets weak and then I have to get new ones, of course, and yada yada yada. So that's usually when it happens. That's when I notice the most when like an uncomfortable chafe or something like that happens, is when like, oh, these hose are breaking down because there's no like actual covers. So I need to like buy some new ones.
That's why you invest in really good underwear, fellas.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm constantly buying cheap ones. This time though, I did buy some better ones. Yeah. So I got some better ones now. So it's been pretty good. These ones, the batch that I have has been lasting a while. Mm-hmm. I still don't have my jock though. That has still been unobtained. Yes.
Why?
Because of what I don't like. God, the fact that I was able to even like. I mean, hey, by all means, it most likely fits him better than it fits me now at this point. Because that one that I think that I know that they have is smaller, but it makes my ass look better than the one that I'm using now. So
that shit. Have you ever worn those, like, you know how girls at raves wear those like the thigh belts to like push their ass up?
Oh, that's kind of
yes,
what a jock does in general.
Right? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, jock does that. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. You're weird. You're pervert.
I didn't know what you were talking about, and then I was just like, mixed it. Oh, okay.
Then they take a picture, and they're like standing like that, and then like their cheek is just like.
Yeah, the whole idea is that it kind of it does exactly that. Like it just
squeeze,
gets the cheeks, and then it just like brings them up. You know, it's just an elastic that's like an under boob carries. You're like whoop, gives them a little gives it a little perk.
Under
But
booty.
yeah, makes it look fuller. But yeah, so still have unobtainium.
Should
my
get
dog.
those soon.
I know, but I was saying, I like the fact that I was able to even like mention it to my parents, like, or my mom specifically, be like, can I get it? Because she has it in like her drawers or whatever. I don't want to go looking through her shit to find
ask
it.
her.
So yeah, but just being like, hey,
Now, do you think your mom would
Can
be
you-
like here and like give it to you like bundled, or should be like here and like kind of dangle it out and be like take it like two-handed?
that's the annoying part, or the
shit.
part that I don't want to deal with. What I want is that
Confrontation.
no, none. I just want to go to work one day, come back, and it's on my bed. Like, it's just there. I'm like, okay, perfect. That'd
I
be
think
the
that's
easiest way to
worse.
do it.
No,
No, because then it's not the awkward,
'Cause
like,
it's been examined.
I like contact,
I feel like at this point it already
handing
has.
over the goods. Yeah, but I didn't know.
No,
She
no.
doesn't.
But that's what I'm telling Steve. I'm like, at this
the
point, it's already been
examination.
examined.
Oh, yes,
Now it's just
yes.
the acknowledgement of, hey, I would like those back. I just don't want to talk about it. So it's just
Yeah, and it's also kind of like I feel like going up to them and being like, hey, can I get that back? And then they're gonna be like, why? If like, I don't think they would, but
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
they
in the
say
back of their
why.
head, they would be like, what do you need them back for? Be like, fucking, I don't, just cause it's weird.
I mean, at that point,
I mean, yeah, at that point, I mean, if there is a response
if you
of
get any pushback,
why, yeah, then it's like sex.
can I can I get those back? Why? I'm trying to take some fire ass pics.
I'm trying to pay off my
I'm
debt.
updating my profile.
I'm trying to get through college. Not really.
Oh my god.
I think that's the one where they would be like, what? I'd be like, kidding, for college. Not that they don't want me to go to college. They'd be so shocked. They'd be like, what? Be like, no, never. I'm joking.
What if you told them
Bad.
that you were actually like paying off, like, you know, like you were getting money for it?
My mom, so I think I'd mentioned it on the podcast before a while ago, but there's a guy that I found out that was paying his editors and like publicists or whatever
Oh,
people
yeah,
that
I
are posting him on websites.
Oh yeah.
To get like eyes on him. He was paying them in nudes. So I was telling my mom about the tea, basically telling her what was going down. And then then I was telling her like, oh, and then his yearly income came out when they had that big Twitch leak because he's a streamer.
Right.
And I was like, he's making like 100-something thousand plus, not specifically 100,000, but in the hundreds of thousands with like his money or whatever, or like tens of thousands. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, that's not even including somebody in my group call did the math, and like there's like 20-something thousand more from like all the donos and shit and gifts and stuff like that. And she was like, Lee, you should put some nudie pictures on the internet so you can get paid that money. I was like, if it comes down to it, Mom,
There's a business.
There's
a business,
I just might.
and you're sleeping on it, dude. Just
I
so
know
bad.
that's actually like, honestly. So if they're like that, I'd be like, so actually, be like, what? Really? Be like, no, I'm trying to make money showing off my cheeks. And they'd be like, I can imagine my dad being like, what the fuck? I'd be like, yeah, Dad, these cheeks are wanted.
He's gonna be like, you don't need that. Be like, yes, I do.
Yes, I do. You guys ain't paying me enough.
Oh my
I
god.
I need a side hustle.
Oh Jesus.
A bitch needs new clothes.
Bitch needs Prada.
Baby needs some Gucci. Help me.
Oh no.
But
Will you guys ever become a sugar baby, like fully?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yes. Oh my god, in a heartbeat.
But obviously that requires like sex.
Yeah.
Did I
Like-
stutter?
I don't know. Richard kind of thought about it.
No, I didn't. I was just like, yeah, what the fuck?
Like she's
Are
in
you-
like her 80s.
Okay, yes.
I'm still getting paid.
You smashing?
Yes.
You busting
Dude,
nuts?
he's gonna be like, baby, get a new hip. You're gonna need it. Fuck it.
Like at that point, like my biggest worry is, fuck, am I gonna have to pay the hospital bill if something happens?
You won't have to because that's in the contract you're gonna sign.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
You get life
Yeah.
Be
insurance.
smart about it, fellas.
No, exactly, 100%. Like if I'm gonna be doing anything like that, there has to be a contract of some sort. and
You know,
an
it's funny because
understanding and agreement.
so many people say yes, but then when it comes down to it, a lot of people are like, I don't know if I
Because-
can.
Oh,
Because
there are
your morals kick.
Oh, for me, there's just so many. I've been hit up by so many frauds, and a couple of like people that actually meant it.
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
they wanted like a couple, like just a little too much info. So me just being hesitant, I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna have to provide me with something, and people don't like that kind of pushback already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I may be fumbling my own bag, but that's my comfort. And if you're not down to provide that kind of comfort, then you can't provide this.
Now, here's the
In a
thing.
match.
For people who kind of want that and are comfortable being somewhat in that space, I have seen this. They're called financial doms. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's just literally people
on Twitter.
Mostly, I don't know. I literally just women, I guess for the most part, who kind of just get paid to degrade you.
Oh, okay. Yes, I know.
Like the dude who was getting kicked in the nuts in the parking lot?
No. Well,
I know
kind of.
exactly what you're talking about, and it's also it's just a kink.
It's a
thing.
kink,
It's in
right?
the gay community too.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's just literally like say
Slap me
it's
with a
literally
stack of hundreds.
just a girl like telling you like, hey, you're worthless unless you give me money, so give me like, I don't know, $1,000 or some shit. And people do it, and it's like
drain sessions.
Yeah, it's literally just they get off on being treated like shit and just giving you money because I don't know. That's
and
the
it's
thing.
always the motherfuckers that have the most money that be doing this shit too. I swear to God.
Because people are bored, dude. You have so much money, you get bored.
These people are so smart because a lot of them, because I get the same thing like in my community, of course. They're called findoms the abbreviation findoms. Got my phone. Almost dropped
I thought it was your pipe.
No. Findoms, so financial dominators. Dominant. But yeah, findoms, and they have cash pigs. I'm pretty sure
I think that's I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so cash pigs are basically just people that like to be, like Richard said, degraded, and they get drained. They have like drain sessions or whatever, or they like cast lines out, and they kind of just say retweet, like, or respond or DM, and if you want to be daddy's new cash pig or some shit like that, or I guess in the women's case, be mommy's new cash pig or some shit, and then they post the fucking results most of the time, and I'm like.
But here's the genius thing is that I guess like that's just being like, look at these worthless idiots giving me money. This is how you should be, and it's like it gets more people, bro. And it's just like you people are geniuses. Like they're not even having sex for this. They're just getting paid to make fun of you. Like
I will say though, the people that do transition from just doing it online, and then because there's this one dude that I follow, I don't remember his Twitter name, and I'm not gonna look it up on my alt. It's gonna take forever. He gets flown around to different like people. He's kind of a call boy at this point, but the whole starting point. I remember following this guy way before, and it was just like lewds, thirst traps, and baits, and now it evolved into Findom shit, and now it's devolved into basically a callboy getting flown around first class just to degrade and drain really rich, mostly white men in their like 60s or 70s.
He's just what is it? A degrading escort,
basically. And I don't think he has sex with them. I think they just like fill him up for the most part because he's got muscles. And he's very built, so that's why. So they just, I mean,
to each their
own. Get your bang, dude. Get your bang. That's awesome. I'm all for it. I wish I had a friend that did that shit because I would be the biggest fan. I'd be like, yes, do it, get it.
I was gonna say,
I love my sex worker friends that I do have. Love you guys.
Just, like,
they're
some
awesome.
Escorts that literally just do like they go on dates, but like it doesn't end with sex. It's literally just join me for dinner. That's it.
It's just people who want company.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot. I learned in that market.
I'll take money to be someone's friend.
In that market space, there's a lot of people that you're not their friend. There's a lot of lonely people who like will really like have so much money and they're by themselves that they'll just pay to hang out with somebody. Like,
I'm down for that.
Let me hear about your life, and then that's it.
I'm down for that. If anyone wants to pay me just to go hang out for a day, I'm down.
I would totally do that too.
Yeah.
Honestly, not to be like I'm only gonna do it for money. I'm pretty sure you are interesting, and at some point, I would feel genuinely bad about taking your money. Still would though. Mama didn't raise no dumbass.
Exactly.
But
No cash, Venmo sell that shit right away before the date.
yeah, exactly. Like if I'm in that state, I assume you got the money to sell me
Need a down payment?
the day of. That's true. That also that too. But yeah, no, I totally get that. I would roll with that. That sounds.
I don't know. Sounds like fun.
I was gonna say sounds nice.
Yeah.
Sure, I'd be down.
I was like,
I know
fun.
somebody I know a person who was doing that for a while.
Nice.
She wasn't fucking. She was just dressing really nice.
Very fucking. She was just dating.
Yeah, basically, she wasn't fucking. She was dressing very expensive. Smelled very expensive. She's a gorgeous girl, by the way. Like she's very pretty, but was doing just hanging out with older lonely men. Made a couple connections, and now she like does her own thing, and she's like in like the social media world now because she like made the right connections with people, and that's what she used to do. So hey,
Good
I'm like,
for
yo,
you.
power
That's
to you.
good. I like that. Yeah, I like people that can like obtain their own bag. I remember I was talking to some dude. Not like
Oh, there's a twist to it though.
I don't know. The idea was to like kind of like do
Not
something,
creepy.
but it never happened. But he was telling me about how he kind of makes money, and for the most part, he like just does like I think some like it was like some Starbucks shit or something like that. But what really gets him his cash is just people online that buy shit from him basically. And he just makes some coin on the side just through Twitter, like not even like
Like a
on
Poshmark?
OnlyFans or anything like that. No, not really. It was like just nudes and lewds or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But it was basically him telling me like he was kind of like a baby findom almost. And he was like telling me that I hope this doesn't bother you. And I was like, if anything, I find you hotter now. That's awesome. You know your value, you know how to get your money, and you got business savvy. By all means, do your business.
There's so many ways to make money now because of the internet. It's crazy. People sell socks.
The internet is a big and horny, lonely
Not
place.
even fucking underwear now. They just sell socks.
Would you sell your underwear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We've talked about this before.
I'm
Yeah.
glad y'all aren't
100%.
done.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. I can't stand a bitch that tells me, "Oh, I had a dude hit me up on the DMs for feet pics once, but I didn't want to do it." I can't stand bitches like that. Even if they're men or women, I can't stand anyone that says no to easy money like that. That can't be traced back to you.
All my friends have a big like money mindset, so it's like if someone asked them, I'm sure they've sold them already.
Nice. I think there was. I've been watching a little bit of the. It still sticks, so stick with me. I've been watching a little bit of the Ned Declassified podcast with the three of them, and the reason why I bring it up is because I think her name is Haley Shaw. I think that's her name.
Lindsay
Shaw. She has a cameo, so they were talking about how it was like the first episode. Yes, that.
Okay.
So it was the first episode, I think, or the second one, but they were talking about how like they're basically barefoot in the office or the podcast space that they're in.
Okay.
But Cookie, I don't remember the actor's name.
I don't remember.
Cookie. He basically has just shoes on, like always. He's always had like a thing with his feet just being out in the open or whatever. He's just not comfortable with it. But Haley talked about how she actually might have been, but was legit because then she like confirmed it was that she basically was degrading someone by with her, like the angle was like feet and phone, like just recording feet and her just saying like, yeah, you'll never suck these fucking toes, you fucking worthless scum, shit like that. I was like, yes, bitch,
okay,
get your money. And then I don't know the name of the lead for Ned's Declassified, but Ned basically was like, you know, I've had the exact same thing happen to me and it was by accident. And basically described how the way somebody, so most of the time people will kind of give you a script to say something or what to say on Cameo when they want to use your likeness or whatever. And somebody paid him to kind of like describe but to get to the point where his feet were in the shot, just bare. And then he realized afterwards, and then he messaged them about it, and I think they just blocked him. And he was like, listen, like, yeah, it sucks that you took advantage of me. You should ask for permission. But the fact that you did it so creatively and got me to do it so easily, I'm just like, just pay me for it at this point. Just pay me.
Oh my
like, you can
God.
have it. I just want the money. I was like, yeah, I get that.
Nice.
But yeah, that is also what I wanted to mention last week, because we talked about like the feet, because I was listening to the episode today when I was working. But the feet in the because they walk around that office and like their feet pop up in the fucking TikTok sometimes. I'm just like, that's a dirty ass fucking office space. I can clean that for y'all. Business.
I'll go just to meet all three of them, dude. I love that show.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I saw a little clip of them of Ned. Basically, I guess somebody was like, oh, so why is it that all like most Disney stars end up like well-rounded, like not as bad as Disney stars? Like, why are Nickelodeon kids? Yeah, why are Nickelodeon kids more like well off? Basically, like in the brain department, like they're not insane or haven't been like gone through some shit for the most part.
They got paid off well.
No, because he said that they're less famous.
Oh, facts actually.
They feel like
less pressure.
Less pressure. There's less recognition with it. And you're kind of forced and lucky enough to lead a semi-normal life. Nice. You know, you're still getting recognized, but for the most part, like, that's like the perk of it. And the guy was like, do you really think that's the reason? Like, yeah. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. Like, I mean, now we're here, and I think that's pretty sweet.
You got your bag,
like,
and you still get to not be chased around a fucking Walmart or Target.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty dope.
Anyway, if you guys want to give us, we're gonna chase our own bag with this podcast, but also, if non-sexual services, our socials are in the description.
If you want my dirty used underwear, I will fulfill any requests. Just half first, and then half when I ship it to you, and when you get it delivered. So
yeah.
Ding! Oh right.
Oh my God.
I'm not saying nothing.
Last note. But thank you guys for watching. Now we're entering the last portion of the podcast where we talk about our recommendations for the week: music, video games, shows, anime, whatever, and final regards. Steve, go first.
Final remarks. Chase your bag. Don't be weird.
Don't drop it,
guys. Tomorrow, and you guys won't hear this for a few days. Pumpkin spice is back, baby. We're starting to hit that fall weather. So get your white girl cups. March on down to Starbucks.
Jesus.
Get yourself that iced latte that you've been wanting all year.
Truly a menace.
Yep.
Dope.
Leaves are about to turn brown.
Have you tried it?
I love them.
I'm sure Steve has. Yeah, Lee.
I don't think so. No.
Pumpkin spice?
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
I'm not a big fan of like
Richard's a Starbucks queen between the three of us.
I'm not a big fan of like spice per se, but like too much cinnamon. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of
it's not
too much of it.
That's the nice thing about it. So. Like I give Starbucks so much shit because I order coffee from other places that are so much better.
Dunkin'.
But besides Dunkin's iced coffee is fire. Nobody can hate on that. But yeah, like I like little local shops that are like by my job. Bomb ass fucking
support local businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Continue.
But yeah, that's my final remarks. Yeah.
Cool.
The leaves are turning brown. Your sweaters are coming on.
Yay!
Thank God. I
know. I'm still tired of wearing shirts.
I missed half of my wardrobe. Anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're going through a little heat wave right now in LA.
I'm not gonna lie. I started I think since last year, I started doing the hoodie, no shirt under, like girls do. That shit is comfy as fuck. I'll be living good.
Okay.
My sweaters be good.
You have any song recommendations, you pervert?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Because his nipples be all hard and poking out the street. He's like, oh, my nubs.
Why are you saying people's nipples, dude?
Oh, my nubs.
You go under the shirt and you go like that.
Dink.
Yeah, I got two. There's this. They're both, I think, like, I don't know, indie. I would say, I don't know. Okay. But one of them's by what is it? Here, I have it here. Falling in Love Again
Falling in
by
Love.
Joyce Manor.
With you. I put in falling in love with you. Fuck you.
Falling in Love Again.
I know.
like
You damn
a
ADD
river
child.
flows surely
distracted.
to the sea.
Joyce Manor. I don't listen to them often, but
Joyce Manor.
yeah.
Joyce Manor is a band who has never relied on gimmicks. Since forming Torrance, California in 2008, the band vocalist, guitarist Barry Johnson, bassist Matt Ebert, and guitarist Chase Knob have built up a feverish fan base by writing catchy pop punk songs that seem straightforward on the surface, but teeming with carefully crafted nuances upon multiple listens.
I like how Lee slowly became the Wikipedia of our
Yeah,
songs.
literally.
And then the next one is Brushback by Gleamer. Gleemer.
Brush my back.
Oh, there you go.
Brushback, yeah. That's the other one.
Read their bio.
Yeah.
Colorado.
One word.
Yeah, it's just two kids.
Monthly listeners is pretty small.
There's a lot
183,000. 183,000.
Yeah.
Most listeners is in LA with 4,900, and then Chicago at 2,900.
I learned of them through Movements. Really nice little band. It's cool. It's just chill. Like it's not.
this
it's
is
not.
cool.
Yeah, it's not crazy. It's not heavy on the drums. It's just very.
It's brush
like,
backed.
it's brush
It
back.
feels like you know, brushing it back a little bit. It feels pulled back, very very nice and soft. It's cool. It's chill.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, but that's what I've been listening to. Besides that, there's a lot of Spanish music I've been bumping, but yeah, just been it. Los Angeles Azules dropped a new song. That's a good song.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Los Angeles Azules, great song.
Nice. All right. And Richard,
I'll
what about you?
I'll start off with music. This one is. Did you know that Phoenix and Claro had collabed?
I feel like I heard about
I think
that,
they
but
Not
I
surprised.
guess not. I don't. Maybe I feel like I've heard it.
It's called After Midnight. By again Phoenix and Claro. March 16th apparently. It's a good ass fucking song. I was like, wait, why didn't I hear this?
I've not heard this. I was like, let me listen to the beginning. No,
It's a
I've
good
not heard
song.
this.
You know, it's classic Phoenix, but mixed in with Claro vocals. Good.
That's cool.
Like, I've been obsessed with
I'm
it.
not gonna read Phoenix's bio because like
Great band.
why live under a rock?
Exactly. But yeah, I listened to it for the first time and I was just like, why didn't I hear this? And yeah, I've been listening to it a lot lately. So
Nice.
that one, and then June. The second one is called June by Innerwave. This one is a lot slower, but it is a lot, in my opinion, very.
Innerwave?
It's a lot more pretty, and I think just more solemn / I don't know, gets you in the feels a little bit. I like
Interwaves bios at home.
Innerwave is a really good band too. So
monthly
yeah, check them out.
listeners. Nice. God, LA is really just loving all these bands. Holy shit, that's cool.
LA is like the home of indie, bro. Besides like
I dig it.
Canada, because I think Canada is for some reason like really into the indie wave scene too.
I can see that.
That's cool. I like this.
And was that all your songs?
Yeah, and then
Cool. Any final
remarks, regards.
Any recommendations?
What's
Oh
it-
no, you already did recommendations. Forgot. I'm high.
Okay.
What's it called? Happy fall. Get those PSLs, get that sweater ready. What else did we talk about? Get your bag, like Steve said. Sorry. Like get your bag, like Steve said. Don't be stupid. Like honestly, like everybody could use some money if it comes around.
A little
just
extra
do
cash
it,
for the
bro.
holidays.
As long as it's not something super incriminating, at least in your book, you know, fuck it. Why not? And then, yeah, I don't know. Just have fun, stay safe, and actually, if we make sure to follow us on TikTok, recommend us to you on TikTok to your friends or whatever, repost
Share
because
it.
we can now actually play the podcast on TikTok, and we have to upload more now. So for sure, you'll actually see a bunch more TikToks on the account. So yeah, go give us a follow if you'd like, and just share. That's all I got.
Yay! TikTok. Hi, it's your boy, BB Lee. I guess I'll go with recommendations. TV show and movie wise, Heartstopper season 2, super dope, loved it. And then I watched Red, White, and Royal Blue, both very gay. Though I thought Red, White, and Royal Blue was a show. It's a movie, very cute. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Check it out. Almost everyone has Amazon Prime at this point. If you want to watch a little gay rom com, that's actually like pretty good. Like it's not like cheesy. It's just rom com. Like if you know that in and of itself is cheesy, but it has like that rom com cheese. So it's comes with the territory. It's cool. And then Heartstopper is Heartstopper. If you've seen season 1, you should before watching season 2 because it's good. And yeah. As for music, I have I think it's just 2. Let me put it up. Yeah. The first one is going to be that's the playlist I was listening to on the way home. The first song is going to be I Loved a Boy by Thomas Headon, Headon, I think. Thomas Thomas, last name space Headon.
Oh, I loved a boy. I thought you said I loved da boy. Like,
read his bio.
I loved a boy. Let me see. I actually need to pull it up. Boop. Wait. Boop.
Here, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey!
Oh, I feel so international. Monthly listeners highest is in London at 61,999 listeners.
Are you not in London?
Yeah, but then the next one is Sydney, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, Dublin, and Brisbane.
Dublin.
LA's not even on there, bitch. You got to keep it down for the Americas. But it's super cute, super catchy. Honestly, feels like it should be in one of the shows that I just mentioned, one of the pieces of media. I've been very gay lately. Yeah, or like the show I've been watching, and then this.
I didn't know there's levels to this.
It's just really good. I like it. Really, just feeling the homosexual.
It's the pumpkin spice season, dude. I'm telling you.
Honestly, the heat is like going away finally, and it's not unbearable. So, like, I feel like I've just been in hot for so long that I forgot how Lee comfortable is fine, or how he's
ovulating.
He's on the prowl. Ew.
Anyway.
And then the next song is I put on here. Yes, You're So Pretty by Wasia Project. You are like the letter you are together. So pretty. And then Wasia Asia space project.
I think they're talking about
like white and Asian.
I think West Asian. Because they're
in their bio.
So they're English. Their bio. When will he come home?
Oh my god! I just.
So they are Asian, but they're also European. So Asia, UK is to the west of it. So that's what I assume it is. I'm not too sure, but it's very cute, very soft. The girl singing is the younger sister and the piano is the older brother. And the older brother is actually a actor on Heartstopper. I didn't know that he played music, and this popped up on my TikTok feed after I've been getting like a bunch of Heartstopper stuff. Mm-hmm. So I heard the song and I only saw her, and then I saw him playing piano, but I couldn't see his face. But I kind of was like, oh, is that so-and-so? So then I went to their Spotify, and then the Spotify has his face on it, or like both of them, and it was very nice. It was a nice surprise. It's really cute.
The song sounds like something that would be in like the second Twilight movie.
It's sweet, you guys. It's cute. I like this song.
That's the vibe I got.
I've been in a not weird, but like it's weird for me to be in like a weird like lovey-dovey phase right now, or like just like in all the romance and rom-com stuff. So, but I'm liking it. It's cute. I'm feeling it. So thank God the heat's gone, or it's going away, because now I can just bask in this. Thank God. So that's my music for the week. I have other songs, but next week. Final regards. of course, like we said, get your bag, chase the bag, don't fumble the bag when you do have it. As for, I'm trying to think, what else did we talk about? We kind of spiraled on this one.
ADHD.
Yeah, dude.
No, we were just talking about random topics. It has nothing to do with ADHD.
ADHD.
No.
ADHD. Have you seen the clip with I forgot her name, Renee something? I forgot her name, but I think the show is I think it's Tracy TV or something like that. It's on YouTube, and she like cuts from one thing to another, and he's like, how does your brain work? How do you go from that to this? She's like, ADHD.
Oh.
ADHD. Oh my god, I love her. She's so dope. I watched the interview. She's really talented too. Great singer.
I just think of the one where it's like, I went to the doctor today. He told me I got HD. I don't know what it is, but I got 80 of them.
Stupid
All right,
ass.
get us out.
Final regards. Get yourself tested so you can find out whether or not you're infected with the HD.
No, that's just expensive. Anyway,
It is. But yeah.
Not if you have
Hope you guys
insurance.
hope you guys have a good week. Rest of your week. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Stay safe. Have fun.
Thank
Summer's
you.
finally over.
August is
But you can still
ending.
hit the beach. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, August is ending. We're hitting September. So try to get whatever else you can get out of the rest of this year.
yeah.
And we'll check you guys later. Chew and goodbye.
Uh.
Chew.